First off, it's Charles J. That's just in case you ain't heard of me. They told me it was too late, but I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way the same Burger King. Everybody say they want beef till they see smoke, then they realize they rather have turkey meat. Don't need no courtesy. Baby encourage me, I fuck her perfectly. She got me feeling like buddy love. The way that she flirt with me, I swear Miss Purdy got perfect teeth. This an emergency. I had to drop a few verses. I'm in this bitch blowing purple. She throw that ass in a circle. He got paid cash for a murder. No need to brag cause he thorough. I'm at your ass like Earl. You know I'm coming with vengeance. This story come to an ending. I made him run cause he timid. He's just a bummy pretending. It ain't no fun if the homies can't hit it. But I was too young and too dumb to admit that I only need one woman sucking my dick. She got me hard as a brick. They say it's hard to commit. I move like Florida and I'm sick. Once I record it's a hit. Flow hotter than a pot of grits. Be playing on my skull, you little bitch. Pardon my French. I might just learn some Swahili. I'm on a journey to freedom. Know it's my turn, I'm a leader. I never turn on my people. I'm just concerned with the evil, oppressing people cause they greedy. Depending on them just to feed me. Shit it on me, now you need me. Bitch was phony for a reason. It was only for a season. Pulled a plug while he was breathing. They just some motherfucking demons. He said it gotta get even. Now your partners is bleeding. No need for hollering and screaming. Caught in the moment, but still life goes on. Right now, don't call me on the phone, cause I'm in the zone. I can't even understand why we've been struggling so long. I'ma fight alone, whether right or wrong. I done paid my dues. Too many losses in these streets, got fans standing on their feet. Hear me speak, I'm not afraid to lose. Cause I done took so many losses, tell the devil get about. I'm not afraid of you. First off, it's Charles J. That's just in case you ain't heard of me. They told me it was too late, but I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way the same Burger King. Everybody say they won't be till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Okay, man. I want to talk about the Russell family. Yeah, I definitely want to talk about the Russell family. But before I get into that, it is 903 Boxing. We is cooking over here, and so subscribe to the channel, man. Like, share, and comment. Like I say, talk to me. I'm gonna talk back to you, and we're gonna build this community. And yeah, we're gonna chop it up, man. We're gonna talk about some great things, and we just trying to be great. Yeah, we trying to be great, and it's all love. So yeah, man, I'm just gonna dive into it, man. This a different kind of video. I normally talk a lot of shit. Yeah, I do. I talk aggressive, especially to white folks. Yep. That's something I do pretty much on the norm. Yeah, and I like to do it. But no, this a different kind of video. It won't be much shit talking in this video. It's kind of a tribute, man. It's a tribute, man. I got a lot of respect for the Russell family, especially the father, man. Rest in peace to him, man. They lost their father, man. Yeah, I lost my pops about a year and a half ago to COVID, so I lost my sister about 4 months ago to breast cancer. So yeah, this been a painful year for me too. Yeah, it's been real painful. And I gotta be honest, doing this channel kind of helped with it. Yeah, I guess when I talk shit and I let a lot of anger out that's inside me, yeah, I think I let a lot of pain out too. Cause yeah, I got a lot of pain in me. Yeah, I miss my sister so bad. I miss her every day. And boy, she was a fan of my music. I'm telling you, she was my #1 fan. But yeah, oh my dog. But yeah, cause that's how we was. We kicked it. Like we was homies type shit. And by the way, I got 2 other sisters, and they doing well. One just had a baby. But yeah, so I'm real big on family, and I love my siblings, and I protect my siblings. So yeah, I respect their father. I had so much respect for him. And yeah, he was a real OG, man. He was a real, he reminded me of Granddaddy. Yeah, he like Granddaddy back in the day. And it's hard to find a Granddaddy, let alone a Big Mama. Those kind of characteristics are fading away. So yeah, I love the fact that he instilled some in his sons that they can carry on through their seed. And yeah, and we can build, man. And man, I see nothing but success for that family. I also want to say R.I.P. to Batman. Didn't know much about him. I think I heard him a few times talk. One thing I do know, he had love. He was down for his brothers. Like I said, I didn't know him well, but definitely rest in peace to the brother. I think he was the oldest brother. Out of all the brothers, I'm definitely more familiar with Gary Russell Jr. Man, I think he a dog. Yeah, that's the word that a lot of people don't describe him with, but he really is that. Yeah, Gary Russell Jr., man, he'll fight your ass. I'm telling you. And one thing about it, Gary Russell Jr., as much as he can box and use his legs, he sits down on his punches. Yeah, and so that's one thing I like about him. Like, he wants to let you know, like, motherfucker, I hit hard. Yeah, run into this shit if you want. Yeah, and they all kind of got that in them. But I got to be honest, my favorite of the Gary Russells is Gary Antoine, man. 140-pound division, man. He just fought Victor Poster, man. Yeah, man, I really like. Let me tell you something about Gary Antoine Russell. In my opinion, Gary Antoine Russell is Sean Showtime Porter 2.0. Yeah, that's what I think of Gary Antoine Russell. He's Sean Porter 2.0. He's Sean Porter if Sean Porter had power. He's Sean Porter if Sean Porter was Yeah. He remind me a lot of Sean Porter, but he different though. I think he more technically sound than Sean. He's not as wild, but yeah, he got that wildness in him, and I like that shit. And one thing I noticed about Gary Antoine, it's gonna be hard to keep him up off you. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. And he remind me a little bit of Mike Tyson too, with the how he come in with the head movement and he doubles up with the jab. Yeah, I like how he comes in. And one thing about him I noticed, he a little rough, so that's a little rough motherfucker. He don't mind getting hit coming in, because one thing about it, he gon' smother your shit, and he gon' get on the inside, and he gon' dog you. He gonna dog walk you, and he going to the body. Yeah, he gonna go to the body. He gonna invest in the body work. So yeah, Gary Antoine is my favorite Russell brother. I think he's gonna take over the 140-pound division. I think he beats Josh Taylor right now by stoppage. I think he beats Jose Ramirez right now by stoppage. Yeah, I think he destroys Matias by stoppage. Yeah, that's how highly I think of Gary. I think Gary Antoine will knock out everybody at 140. Regis Prograis by stoppage. Yeah, I think he knocks out I think the only fighter that has a chance to not get, that I don't think he just knocks out, because this dude's so goddamn dog. He's so game. And that's Brian Norman Jr. I don't know if he stops him, but I think he beats him. And I think after he take over 140, he will take over 147. And I think the super fight in the future will be Gary Antoine Russell versus Jerron Boots Ennis. Because I got to be honest with you, I think Jerron Boots Ennis is going to take over the welterweight division. And like I said in the Bud and Spence video, I want to see Bud and Spence fight him. Yeah, I want both of them to fight him. I want them to stay at welterweight, pass the torch to these dudes. Yeah, I want to see them mix it up with these younger welterweights instead of moving up to 154. Yeah, I want to see that. And like I say, and don't get it twisted, Ennis might get slaughtered by Spence. I think it's a very good chance. He might get slaughtered by Bud. But like I say, I think after Spence and Bud, I think Ennis is next up. But he gonna run into Gary Antoine. That's gonna be a super fight. But yeah, so Gary Antoine Russell is my favorite one. I like Gary Antonio Russell. I think he's a 118 pounder. Yeah, in the same division with Monster anyway. But you'll never hear them talk about fighting Gary Antonio or my boy Cool Boy Steph. But yeah, I really like Gary Antonio. They all fight very similar. All of them are very technically sound. They're defensively responsible, and they will mix it up with you. All the Russell brothers don't mind banging with you. They will bang with you. And they all sit down on their punches. So, man, they father men and steal some great things in there, man. And I just salute to that, bro. I salute to that, man, because right now there's a shortage, there's a lack of black men and black fathers training and teaching our kids right. And yeah, right now there's a real shortage in that. And I'm so glad that the Russells were able to have a father that was a man's man and taught them right, man, and taught them how to be men. We all need that coming up. Every child needs every black child needs a black man to follow after, to become a man. So yeah, man, let's salute to him. Like I say, Gary Russell Jr., he hurt his hand in his last fight, but I still think he made that boy, whatever that boy name, and I ain't finna think of his name, but he a Pacquiao fighter. He made him look like shit, but the boy won because yeah, he threw more punches or whatever, but the boy trash. But that's another story. But yeah, Gary Russell Jr. still got some shit in him, and I gotta be honest with you. As much as I like Shakur, I don't like Shakur energy towards Gary Russell Jr. Every time they ask him about him, he act as if, and then he said some slick ass shit. Well, they asked him, they said, when you was at 126, why you didn't fight Gary Russell Jr.? Well, Carl Frampton was the bigger fight. Bro, man, fuck a Carl Frampton. And it just sounded real suspect, bro. And so I'm basically saying that to say, yeah, that's the fight I really want to see. I want to see Gary Russell versus Shakur. I gotta be honest. I know Gary Russell wants to fight Tank. He that's the fight he want more than any fight. And I'd be cool with it, but Tank's getting bigger. And Gary Russell Jr. is at 126, but don't get it twisted. That's a 50-50 fight. Yeah, Gary Russell Jr. versus anybody is a 50-50. Gary Russell Jr. versus anybody is a 50-50 fight. Anybody, yeah, it's a 50-50. Yeah, like I can't just really put nobody over him. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard fight, man. Anybody, if you fight Gary Russell Jr., you in for a real fight. So yeah, I think Shakur and Gary Russell Jr. is you talking about a fight, man. That fight right there. Oh man, that's Floyd and Zab. Yeah, that's Floyd Mayweather versus Zab Judah. Shakur versus Gary Russell Jr. is Floyd versus Zab. Man, that's a fight I want to see. God damn, I want to see that fight. That's a badass fight, man. So yeah, I want to see Gary Russell Jr. come back. And like I say, they lost their father about a month or two ago. And yeah, condolences to him. And man, like I said, I can definitely feel that because I experienced the same thing. And like I say, yeah, we going through it, man. These are hard times, and yeah, that's why I talk a lot about war, but I also talk about peace and love. We gotta love one another. Yeah, we all we got. Yeah, we all we got. When they brought us on this goddamn ship, we was all we had then, and we all we got now. So all that, and I keep telling you, you motherfuckers can keep talking about we are the world and all this people of color shit. No, I'm for black folks. I'm for black folks. Everybody else got to get their shit together. Yeah, I want my reparations for my people, for what my ancestors went through. Yeah, I'm trying to fight for my people. Yeah, I want my people to have some shit. And all the other people of color, y'all can get y'all shit after that. Yeah, because right now it's more important to take care of mine. Yeah, so I got to be a little selfish when it comes to that. Yeah, so yeah, that's how I feel about that. And yeah, man, the Russell brothers, man, they gonna be successful, man, and they'll bounce back, man. Y'all gonna be all right, man. And this word's encouragement for y'all, man. This word's encouragement for y'all. And I know y'all can get through it, man. And like I say, y'all gonna be all right, man. Y'all gonna be all right. And I can't wait to see you in the ring. Like I say, Gary Antoine, yeah, that's my dog, man. That's who I'm looking forward to the most, man. This dude right here, man, it's gonna take he's a machine. Yeah, he's a machine, and it's gonna be hard to stop that dude, man. It's gonna be hard to stop him. But it's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Look, like, share, subscribe to the channel, man. Talk to me in the comments, man. And I'm gonna talk back to you. And with that, I'm out.